So now again we are going to deal with the questions of Vedic civilizations which were left. So word Gotra occurs for the first time in which Veda? So the word Gotra occurs for the first time in Rig Veda. So what does Gotra mean? So Gotra actually means cow shelter or herd of cows. Next question is the religion of early Vedic Aryans were primarily of. So what was the religion of early Vedic Aryans? So it was worship of nature and yagnas. They were mainly worshipping nature and performing yagnas. The Aryans in the early Vedic period, they described life as manifestation of nature. Next question, if we see, in the Rigvedic period, people believed mainly in. So Rigvedic period people, they mainly believed in sacrifices and rituals. Famous battle of 10 kings was fought on the banks of which river? So it was fought on the banks of Parushni river, which was called Ravi. So Parushni river ही ऐसा रिवर था जिसे हम मॉडर्न डे में रावी के नाम से जानते हैं. The famous battle of 10 kings as described in Rigveda was fought on the banks of again Parushni river Ravi. Which of the following river among the following referred as Matitama, Devitama and Naditama in the Rigveda? So Matitama, Devitama, Naditama means it is something, a river is considered to be sacred. So this was Saraswati river. Saraswati river सबसे ज़्यादा pious और respected river मानी जाती है ऋग्वेदिक पीरियड में. एंड इसी वजह से उनके बहुत सारे नाम थे जैसे मातेतमा, देवीतमा और नदीतमा. गिव द नेम ऑफ द ट्राइब विच इज नॉट रिलेटेड टू द पंचजन ऑफ द ऋग्वेदिक आर्यंस. तो इसमें से कौन सा ऐसा ट्राइब है जो पंचजन ऑफ द ऋग्वेदिक आर्यंस में नहीं था? सो यादू ट्राइब वॉज देयर, तुर्वाशा वॉज देयर, पुरु वॉज देयर, बट कीकट ट्राइब जो है ये नहीं था. सो कीकट ट्राइब वॉज नॉट प्रेजेंट इन द पंचजन ऑफ द ऋग्वेदिक आर्यंस. लेट्स सी कौन कौन से ट्राइब थे जो थे. सॉरी. सो पंचजन में 5 ट्राइब्स थे, 5 स्पेसिफिक ट्राइब्स. Namely Yadu, Turvasa, Druhya, Anu and Puru. Kikad was not one among them. In the ancient period, chief livelihood source of the Aryans was, so the chief livelihood source of the Aryans was agriculture. So they were actually dependent on agriculture, both on agriculture and hunting for the livelihood. The word Yava mentioned in Rigveda is used for which agriculture product? So Yava मतलब होता है barley. Yava का मतलब यहाँ पर ऋग्वेदा में जो है it is used for the grain barley. We have to match the list 1 with list 2. Brihi मतलब rice होता है. Mudga means moong bean. Yava means barley, which is again millet, and isku means sugarcane. So A का 2, B का 3, A का 2 and B का 3, C का 4 and D का 1. D is the answer. So again, let's see. Brihi is rice, Mudga is moong bean, Yava is millet. That is mostly it was collectively used for the term barley. And Isku means sugar canes. The Rigvedic Pani belongs to which class of citizens? So Pani were what? So Pani were the traders. Pani मतलब traders होते थे. They were actually a class of traders during the Rigvedic period. The system of governance. What was the system of governance prevalent in the Vedic period? So Vedic period में it was descended monarchy, right? So it was descended monarchy that was prevalent during the Vedic period. Sabha of Vedic era. So Sabha of Vedic era was what? So it was actually a council of ministers. It was actually an assembly in which there were council of ministers. So it was Sabha was an assembly, Sabha, Samiti. These were the assemblies. Okay. So Sabha was actually the assembly of the learned and elite ones, while Samiti जो थी ये थी common people की assembly. In which of the Vedas Sabha and Samiti are called daughters of Prajapati? तो ये अथर्ववेदा में बोला गया है. सभा एंड समिति को अथर्ववेदा में एज द 2 daughters of प्रजापति बोला गया है. ऋग्वेदिक ट्राइबल असेंबली एसोसिएटेड विद जुडिशियल फंक्शन. कौन सी ऐसी ट्राइबल असेंबली थी जिसके पास जुडिशियल फंक्शंस थे? तो जुडिशियल फंक्शंस किसके पास थी? सभा के पास थी, क्योंकि सभा वाज एन असेंबली ऑफ एलीट एंड कॉमन पीपल, सो इट हैड जुडिशियल फंक्शंस ऑल्सो. सभा एंड समिति को हमने पढ़ा कि इट इज मेंशन एज 2 daughters ऑफ प्रजापति इन अथर्ववेद. एंड सभा जो है उसको 8 बार मेंशन किया गया है ऋग्वेदा में. Which officer was known as Bhagaduga during Vedic administration? So Bhagaduga was actually the revenue collector. Bhagaduga was associated with revenue administration in the Vedic administration. Ayurveda, that is science of life, appeared first in. So Ayurveda is actually associated with Atharveda. Ayurveda is actually an Upveda of Atharveda. We have to remember this. ऋग्वेदिक रिलीजन कैसा रिलीजन है? तो ऋग्वेदिक रिलीजन जो है पॉलिथिस्टिक है. पॉलिथिस्टिक मतलब जहाँ पर हम बहुत सारे गॉड्स को वर्शिप करते हैं, इन विच ए नंबर ऑफ गॉड्स आर वर्शिप्ड, तो दैट इज कॉल्ड पॉलिथिस्टिक. The largest number of Rigvedic hymns are devoted to which god? So it is Indra. इंद्र जो है उनको 250 हिम्स टोटल डेडिकेट किए गए हैं, फॉलोड बाय अग्नि जिनको 200 हिम्स डेडिकेट किए गए. Who among the following is regarded as war god in ऋग्वेदा? वॉर गॉड मतलब पुरंधर्स, डिस्ट्रॉयर ऑफ फोर्ट्स, सो ऑफ कोर्स इट इज बी इंद्रा. The largest hymns of Rigveda is dedicated to which Vedic god? Again, the answer would be Indra. The largest number of hymns in Rigveda belongs to here. Indra is not in the option, so Agni would be the next option. 200 hymns. Study the following statements about Vedic god Indra and select correct answer. He was the god of thunder, correct. He punished the sinners. No, he did not punish the sinners. He was the guardian of the moral order. Not at all. He was the god of rain. Yes, he was actually the god of rain. So here 1 and 4 are correct. So let's see who was the guardian of moral order. Rith, that is moral order. इसके guardian थे Lord Varuna. Okay. Who among the following was the most popular god in the early Vedic Aryans? Early Vedic Aryans में most popular god was of course Indra, क्योंकि उन्हीं को 250 hymns dedicate की गई हैं. Who of the following gods were considered as war god in the Vedic literature? War god Indra. He was also called as Purandhar. 800 BC to 600 BC is related to which era? So 800 से 600 BC कौन से एरा को बोला जाता है? तो इसे ब्राह्मण एरा बोला जाता है. So 800 से 600 BC जो है दिस इज कॉल्ड ब्राह्मण एरा. एंड 7th सेंचुरी BC या फिर 6th सेंचुरी BC से 3rd सेंचुरी BC को हम सूत्र पीरियड बोलते हैं. सो 800 BC से 600 BC को ब्राह्मण एरा बोलते हैं. एंड देन 7th सेंचुरी BC से 700 BC से 3rd सेंचुरी BC को हम सूत्र पीरियड बोलते हैं. गायत्री मंत्र इज फाउंड इन विच बुक? तो गायत्री मंत्र जो है वो हमें कौन से वेदा में मिलता है? तो वो वैसे हमें ऋग्वेदा में मिलता है. एंड गायत्री मंत्र को कंपोज किसने किया है? तो ये ब्रह्म ऋषि विश्वामित्र ने कंपोज किया है. द मंत्र फेमस विद द नेम ऑफ गायत्री मंत्र फाउंड इन विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्क्रिप्चर्स? इट इज इन ऋग्वेदा. हु कंपोज द गायत्री मंत्र? इट वॉज विश्वामित्र. सर्ग, प्रतिसर्ग, वंसा, मानवंतर एंड वंशानुचरिता आर द इंडिकेटर्स ऑफ. सो दीज आर एक्चुअली these are actually the categories of Puranas. ये Puranas के 5 characteristics हैं. सर्ग, प्रतिसर्ग, वंसा, मानवंतरा और वंशानुचरिता. नंबर ऑफ पुराणास, टोटल नंबर ऑफ पुराणास कितने हैं? तो 18 पुराण्स है टोटल. नेक्स्ट इज विथ रेफरेंस टू पुराणास which one of the following statements is correct? Information of the Mauryan dynasty is found in the Vishnu Puran. Vayu Puran throws light on the Gupta's governance system. So let's see. There are 3 Puranas and there are 3 Puranas which gives us an account of the dynasties. जैसे कि विष्णु पुराण जो है वो हमें मौर्यन डायनेस्टी के बारे में बताता है. तो दिस इज करेक्ट. एंड जो वायु पुराण है वो गुप्ता डायनेस्टी के बारे में बताता है. और जो मत्स्य है वो सातवाहन डायनेस्टी के बारे में बताता है. तो दिस इज ऑल्सो करेक्ट. सो हियर आंसर वुड बी बोथ 1 and 2. Vishnu Puran, Mauryan dynasty, Vayu Puran, Gupta dynasty, and Matsya Puran, Satavahan dynasty. In which language was Srimad Bhagavad Gita originally written? So originally it was written in Sanskrit. The next question is, originally the Mahabharata was known as, so it was known as Jaya Samhita. Originally it has 8,800 slokas and its original name was Jaya or Jaya Samhita. बट आज के महाभारत में 1,00,000 श्लोक है एंड इसे लिखा गया है सेज वेद व्यास ने. सतसहस्री संहिता इज द नीक नेम ऑफ विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग टेक्स्ट? तो सतसहस्री संहिता मतलब 1000 श्लोक्स. तो ये महाभारत को बोला जाता है. अकॉर्डिंग टू हिंदू माइथोलॉजी विच सर्पेंट ऑफर्ड हिमसेल्फ एज अ रॉ फॉर जर्निंग द ओशन? तो कौन से सर्प ने मतलब कौन से सर्पेंट ने अपने आप को एक रस्सी बना दिया था फॉर चर्निंग द ओशन? सो दिस वॉज एक्चुअली लॉर्ड वासुकीनाथ. इन विच फेज द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ अनटचेबिलिटी वॉज पुट क्लियरली? सो कौन से फेज में कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ अनटचेबिलिटी आया था? तो इट वॉज ड्यूरिंग द धर्मशास्त्र फेज दैट कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ अनटचेबिलिटी एक्चुअली assumed shape. So we have to remember during the Dharmasastra phase the concept of untouchability was in vogue. From which Upanishad the word Satyamev Jayate have been taken? Satyamev Jayate has been taken from Mundaka Upanishad and this has been asked in many times in exams. From where the word Satyamev Jayate taken? So it has been taken from Mundaka Upanishad. Satyamev Jayate, which is engraved on the Indian emblem, has been taken from again Mundaka Upanishad. The statement Tamso Ma Jyotirgame, this is originally mentioned in, so this is mentioned in Upanishad, and उस उपनिषद में भी कौन सा स्पेसिफिक उपनिषद है, तो वो बृहदरनायक उपनिषद है. तो ये हमें याद रखना है, बृहदरनायक उपनिषद, जिसमें तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमे ओरिजिनली मेंशन किया गया. सो द लिटरल मीनिंग ऑफ विच उपनिषद इज व्हाइट हॉर्स. व्हाइट हॉर्स का लिटरल मीनिंग कौन सा है, तो ये श्वेत अश्व अवतार उपनिषद जो है, जिसका मतलब होता है व्हाइट उपनिषद. इसका मतलब होता है व्हाइट हॉर्स, सो इट मीन्स कैरिड ऑन व्हाइट हॉर्स. तो आंसर वुड बी हियर ई, नन ऑफ दिस. The legend of Satyakam Jabal, which challenges the stigma of being an unmarried mother, is mentioned in. तो ये सत्यकामा जबला का जो लेजेंड है वो किस में मेंशनड है, तो ये छंदोग्य उपनिषद में मेंशनड है. यू हैव टू रिमेंबर दिस. फंडामेंटल और बेसिक स्क्रिप्ट ऑफ ऋग्वेदा. ऋग्वेदा को कौन से स्क्रिप्ट में लिखा गया है, तो ये ब्रह्मी स्क्रिप्ट में लिखा गया है. वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस. इन द वैदिक रिचुअल्स होता इज एसोसिएटेड विद, तो वैदिक रिचुअल्स में होता जो होता है वो एक पृष्ठ होता है, ऋग्वेदिक पृष्ठ, और ये ऋग्वेदा से एसोसिएटेड है. देयर इज अ सिमिलैरिटी इन अवेस्ता एंड ऋग्वेदा, फ्रॉम विच रीजन द अवेस्ता इज रिलेटेड टू. तो अवेस्ता जो है वो बिलोंग करता है ईरान से. Which of the following animals was considered as अघन्य during the Vedic period? तो अघन्य मतलब something which cannot be killed, तो ये काव को बोला जाता है. अघन्य in Rigveda is mentioned for cow. The name अघन्य mentioned in many passages of Rigveda refers to cows. Now here, with reference to difference between Rigvedic Aryans and Indus Valley people, which of the following statements are correct? So Rigvedic Aryans used the coat of mail and helmet in warfare, whereas the people of Indus Valley civilization did not leave any evidence of using them. So this is correct. Next, let's see the next statement. Rigvedic Aryans know gold, silver and copper, whereas Indus Valley people knew only copper and iron. This is wrong because iron से वो acquainted नहीं थे. आयरन जो आता है वो हमारे पोस्ट वैदिक लेटर वैदिक पीरियड में आता है, अराउंड 1000 BC. दिस इज समथिंग विच came around 1000 BC. Rigvedic Aryans had domesticated the horse, whereas there is no evidence of Indus Valley people having been aware about this animal. So ये थोड़ा कॉन्ट्रोवर्शियल है क्योंकि जो यूपीएससी है वो ये मानती है कि इंडस वैली पीपल दे वर नॉट एक्वाइंटेड विथ हॉर्स. हालांकि हमें सुरकोडटा एक प्लेस है, वहाँ से हमें रिमेन्स मिले हैं हॉर्स के, बट जो रिसर्चर्स है, लेटर रिसर्चर्स, दे से दैट इट माइट ऑल्सो बिलोंग टू एस और म्यूल. सो दे आर नॉट अवेयर अबाउट इट, बट हियर द आंसर इज करेक्टेड ए ओनली बिकॉज they think that they were aware about this animal. In the early Rigvedic period, what was considered to be the most valuable property? So early Vedic period, of course, Aghanya means cow, so it was one of the most valuable property. Now we have to match this codes. Indus Valley civilization is something which is urban, right? Later Vedic society is agrarian. Rigvedic society was pastoral, nomadic herders. And medieval period is known for landlordism. So here A ka 4, and then B ka 3. So here the answer would be D. Let's see the next question. In the context of ancient Indian society, which of the following terms does not belong to the category of other three? Kula, Kosha, Vansa, Gotra. So Kula, Kosha means treasury, Vansha and Gotra. So these three actually belongs to something dynasty and lineage. So they are associated with the family system, but Kosa something means treasury. So Kosha would be the answer here. What is the total number of sanskaras? There are 16 samskaras, and Upanayan sanskara is the most important and commonly performed, besides of course the wedding ceremony and the ritual after death. The teacher who taught Vedanga for livelihood was called. So who was the teacher who taught Vedanga for livelihood? So it was Upadhyay. Upadhyay was the one who adopted teaching as a profession to earn his livelihood and taught only a portion of Veda or Vedangas. So here we are done with the questions of Vedic civilization.